Hello, everyone, and welcome to Flow Point, a flow artist's point of view presented by Butterfly Riders. I'm Luna Mofire, and I'm your host. And I'm also a flow artist, a performer, and an instructor. And I'm really excited to bring stories of flow arts world to you today on this episode. I hope that today's episode is going to give you a little inspiration and a little insight about how we work, how we think, how we behave when it comes to being a flow artist, what is our point of view, and what flow arts really does for us. You could be pro artist, you could be someone who is just interested in knowing about this beautiful art form. Stay tuned because in this episode, we're going to talk about a lot of opportunities where you could meet other flow artists and share skills, learn flow arts. Flow arts is not just spinning a prop. It's a way of expression. It's a way of meditation. It brings a lot of clarity to the mind. It brings a lot of positivity to your body. And personally, it brings us a lot of joy and power. Before we get to the episode, I would like to thank all the participants for Poi Compilation 2024 Flow for Peace. It means a lot to have these beautiful, almost over 30 poi spinners to see in the video flowing together, flowing for peace. And we truly wish that Flow Arts can bring peace to the world and joy to our life. To today's episode, please do not forget to subscribe, like, if you love to have us keep making these content. And thank you once again. Let's tune in to the episode.
Bye. Hello everyone. So today we have a very special guest coming straight from Shimla on a flow point powered by none other than Butterfly Riders and Luna Mofire. And me, your co-host, Bhushan Kode, aka Boomjutsu. Let's go.
Hello everyone.
Yo,
How
yo,
are
yo.
you?
Hi, Nitesh. It's so amazing to have you on this
Namaste,
podcast.
Babaji. Full power.
अरे full power. It's so amazing to be here. मुझे आज तक कभी लगा नहीं था कोई मेरा पॉडकास्ट करेगा, but it's very interesting and amazing कि मैं इसका पार्ट बन पाया आज.
बाकी पीछे लोगो बहुत बढ़िया दिख रहा है, एकदम ऐसा लग रहा है कि ओहो किसी
इसी के लिए
थ्रोन
बनाया है.
पे बैठे हो, ऐसे लग रहा है किसी गद्दी वद्दी.
ठीक है.
सो बाबा जी, बताइए आपकी स्टोरी ऑफ फ्लो, कैसे आप इंट्रोड्यूस हुए फ्लो से और आगे कैसे बढ़ पाए, क्या हुआ है जिंदगी में आपके.
बिल्कुल. तो भूषण भाई, मैंने 4 साल पहले डिस्कवर किया था फ्लो आर्ट्स, मतलब डापो स्टार. उससे पहले मैं इस दुनिया से बिल्कुल अनजान था कि ये इस तरह की भी चीजें होती हैं, ये सब भी हो रहा है. यहाँ नॉर्थ इंडिया में बहुत कम हो रहा है, ये सब अभी भी बहुत कम है, पर रिलेटिवली धीरे धीरे लोग जान रहे हैं इन सब चीजों की अहमियत, और उन्हें पता लग रहा है कि क्या होता क्या है, फ्लो आर्ट्स होता क्या है. तो मैंने पहली बार अपने कॉलेज में देखा था, चितकारा में, पंजाब में. एक भैया थे, वो घुमा रहे थे, कहीं पुष्कर वगैरह से लेके आए थे डापो. तो बहुत
अच्छा.
फैसिनेटिंग था कि ये कैसे कपड़ा कैसे घूम रहा है, ये कैसे कर सकते हैं ये. तो बहुत खुशी हुई थी देख के. पर मैं उसको कंटिन्यू नहीं कर पाया उस टाइम पे, क्योंकि मिलता नहीं था, कहीं इजीली अवेलेबल नहीं था. और मैंने देखा भी नहीं था कि कहीं शॉप्स पे मिलता है, कहाँ से ढूंढूं, इसका नाम भी नहीं पता है. फिर उसके बाद मैंने गोवा में देखा एक फॉरेनर को करते हुए. जैसा मैं आज घुमा पा रहा हूँ 4 साल बाद, वो 4 साल पहले वैसा घुमा रहे थे. तो वो बहुत इंस्पायरिंग था कि हाँ यार, ये चीज करनी है, मुझे भी ट्राई करनी है. देन आई फाउंड Dapo Star, a decent cotton Dapo Star in Goa, and me and my friend, we bought one each and started playing with it. फिर धीरे 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 करके कुछ बेसिक्स समझ आए कि हाँ कैसे होता कैसे है. शुरू का टाइम इट वाजंट गुड, लाइक आई जस्ट थ्रू द Dapo Star अवे कि ये मेरे बस की चीज नहीं है, मुझसे नहीं होगा ये, है ना. पहले 2
एंड
महीने
लुक
बिल्कुल
एट
भी नहीं
यू
हो रहा.
नाउ.
हाँ, यस भाई जी. I also look at myself now and I wonder कि कैसे क्यों उस टाइम पे अगर छोड़ दिया होता, नहीं किया होता कंटिन्यू, तो अभी मैं ये वाली लाइफ नहीं जी पा रहा होता जो मैं अभी जी रहा हूँ और इंजॉय कर पा रहा हूँ साथ में। तो जर्नी बहुत अच्छी रही है, बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला है, बहुत कुछ सिखाने को मिला है। अब धीरे धीरे सिखा भी रहा हूँ, टीचिंग भी कर रहा हूँ, तो सिखाना भी सीख रहा हूँ। वो बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस है जब किसी इंसान के चेहरे पे वो खुशी आती है कि हाँ हो रहा है ये, मैं भी कर सकता हूँ, तो बहुत मजा आता है। उसकी सेटिस्फेक्शन इस पैसे से बहुत ज्यादा है।
होता है।
हाँ जी बाबा जी।
How did
तो
the
बाबा जी,
name how did the name Flowchakra came up? Like, tell us a
So
story behind that.
So earlier it was Flow Stars India. I copied this name from some foreign guy. I just added India to it and I was Flow Stars India. But my girlfriend suggested this name to me, like Flow Chakra, a bit Indian touch to it. And she's the one who has the mind behind all the theme, all the designs, all the ideas behind Flow Chakra comes from my girlfriend, and my family is very supportive of it. So I never faced a problem in that. Like I was always supported in my family. Abhi bhi, my family helps me to cut the Dapo stars, assemble them, and then deliver them whenever I am out. So I'm very lucky in that case.
Oh, amazing.
तो या तभी नाम भी बहुत कैची है। मुझे भी अब लगता है कि वाह यार, ये नाम तो बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग है, फ्लो चक्रा, है ना
Yes,
वो
and you are
ब्रांड नेम।
gaining a lot of popularity amongst a lot of flow artists. I love the name myself. How long have you been working on your website and your product of Dapo Stars?
It has been like 3 years now. I started my company in 2021. I was introduced to flowarts in 2020. I worked for like, I practiced for like 1.5 years and then started reselling some dapos from Rajasthan to just get some extra pocket money and travel around and have fun. But slowly, this hobby became my main business, and COVID helped me a lot. Like COVID was the one where everyone was unemployed, everyone was like not doing good. So at that time, I was able to, follow my passion. My family also saw कि इस चीज में पोटेंशियल है, लड़का कमा रहा है, घर पे रह के कमा रहा है, तो व्हाई नॉट, इसको करने देंगे। तो दे गेव मी अ लोन एंड सम टाइम कि यू हैव 2 years एंड वी आर गिविंग यू दिस मनी, डू वॉट एवर यू वॉन्ट। So that was the turning point of my life. Like that investment, that small investment helped me do whatever I'm doing now. So yeah, अभी currently 2.5 years हो गए हैं कंपनी को रन होते हुए। तो काफी धीरे धीरे ग्रोथ हो रही है, मजा आ रहा है देख के कि कम्युनिटी बड़ी हो रही है और लोग जुड़ रहे हैं और लोग चाह रहे हैं कि इसे हम सीख पाए, कैसे हम इसे अपने डेली रूटीन में इनकॉर्पोरेट कर पाए। तो दैट इज रियली फन टू वॉच।
Your first three best moments of having flow, like Dapo flow in your life. What were the three favorite best moments in your life that you remember?
So one of the best moments was I was approached by an international company, Flyper. They make Dapo stars in Israel. So they approached me to be their brand ambassador. And I was really like blown away. Like, do they want me to be their brand ambassador? Like, I was just a small nobody doing nothing, just posting some Dapo videos, having 150 followers. So it was really exciting and amazing for me कि एक इतनी बड़ी कंपनी मुझे अप्रोच कर रही है, and they sent me like 3 free samples to try and just post videos and give reviews. So it was really amazing. Yeah. और उसके अलावा when I was called to Blooming Green, Blooming Green is a very big festival in South Tamil Nadu, Bangalore, near Bangalore. So it's a really big festival. I messaged them a few years ago that I want to put up a stall at your place and be there and just enjoy the festival. But last year, they did not reply to any of my messages at that time because they might be busy with all the things they do. But last year, they called me to teach Dapo Star. They paid for all my flights, all everything. So it was really a very big moment for me. Ki, I am being a part, I am being called from such a big, such a big festival. So yeah. Yes, the first time I tried fire, fire was really fascinating. Like I saw people playing with fire, and the first time I played with the fire Dapo, it was best feeling because I had control over Dapo. I do not have that control over any other prop, may it be Poi or staff. I do enjoy other props, but I have a better control at Dapo. So for the first time I tried Fire Dapo, it was really a very good feeling. Like it felt like I am playing with fire in my hands, and fire is too close to me. So yeah, a pure adrenaline rush.
And do you like to experiment and make LED dapos and fire dapos? Like, do you have you tried?
Yes. Yes, I love experimenting, and even my father does. Like he is more excited than me whenever it comes to props. So the current fire dapos I'm making are made by my father. So they are really very good. Like he's a creative man, so he helps me do all these things at a very easy level. So, but I've never tried with LED dapos. Like I've never tried commercially making them because I personally don't like them because of the battery and everything. It changes the weight of the prop. So I personally don't like them. But now I'm making fire dapos. And the final prototype is really amazing, and I'm having great fun with it.
Have
And
you
also I'm learning. Yeah,
have you
I'm
launched
learning two
those
fire
fire
dapos now.
dapos? Sorry.
Not not officially, but I am just sending to my friends who know to play with Dapo pretty well to get reviews and see what is the life of the fire Dapo. Yeah.
Nice. What were you saying earlier?
Yeah, I'm trying two fire Dapos now. So that is the next milestone I want to achieve. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. I'm sure you could even do three of them, like no doubt about
No,
that.
no,
The
not
best
not
thing he
yet.
can do with
Not-
Dapo is like he can go on a slackline and spin two Dapos at the same time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
That
got
is fun.
something like
Yeah,
that is
that is
not
fun.
just fun, dude. It's like looking at that thing is
Ah,
also like wow.
yeah,
Because slackline is something you need lot more focus, balance, and at the
yeah.
same time you are doing Daposta is killer.
Mhm. Now the Dapo Star is autopilot. Like I don't have to think much. Just like for you guys, you do with Poi. Like you you are killer with Poi, both of you. So that happens with me in Dapo.
ते ऐसे ही बोल रहे हो या फिर सच में
सच में बाबा जी यार हद हो गई. खतरनाक लोग हो आप यार.
चलो थैंक यू
और आपका
थैंक यू
डुओ तो अच्छा, डुओ वीडियोस बड़ी अच्छी लगती है यार, मजा आता है. आप दोनों को ऐसे ही परफॉर्म करना चाहिए ज्यादा. वो
लोग
और
बना रहे
एक्साइटिंग हो जाता है जब चार हाथ चल रहे होते हैं ना, तब और
बाबा
कंफ्यूजिंग और
जी अभी तो
एक्साइटिंग.
वही है क्रू बनाना है उसमें फायर डापो के
हाँ,
लिए आप आ जाओ
बिल्कुल भाई जी, व्हाई नॉट.
ये
व्हाई नॉट. फुल फ्लो
भाई
सर्कस है.
लो फुल ऑन भाई जी बना तो रहे
ठीक
क्रू ये सीजन के लिए तो
ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है.
तो ये
आऊंगा मैं इस
सीजन
नीचे सीजन लगाने, बिल्कुल.
बिल्कुल
कोरियोग्राफ्ड परफॉर्मेंसेस है.
यस यस
हम्म.
कोरियोग्राम थीम एंड विद कॉस्ट्यूम्स
कॉस्ट्यूम्स ठीक है. आई नेवर ट्राइड कॉस्ट्यूम्स टिल नाउ. I go perform in my track pants. So, really.
But what do you feel, bro? Like in your journey, what are the challenges that you have faced that you want to share with people so that
But
these are the stories which is like happened behind the scenes which you want to share?
hmm, yeah. So I face challenges as an artist. Like I'm not paid well enough. People promise they will pay me, and then they they make excuses that we had a loss, we had to face losses in our event. So really sorry, Bhaiji. That kind of silly excuses. So that happens a lot. Now I am understanding to be rigid with them, not going everywhere, like going to the right places only. As an entrepreneur, I face less challenges. Like my finances are mostly sorted only from the product. People can't see the hard work behind any artist कि कितने साल उसने दिए हैं तब वो ये 15 मिनट की परफॉर्मेंस कर सकता है. वो 6-7 साल 10 साल से कर रहा है ये, तब वो ये 10 मिनट में दिखा सकता है तुम्हें कि ये शट 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 क्या चीजें हो रही है ना. पीपल डोंट रिस्पेक्ट दैट. पीपल वांट कि कोई सस्ते में आ जाए, कोई फ्री में आ जाए, उसको हम रहना खाना दे देंगे और वैसा. तो दैट इज द मेन चैलेंज आई फेस everywhere, all around India, not here in North, all around India, especially in Hampi Bhushan bhai, you remember?
How can we forget? It's like one of a kind experience, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, with this experience, we got to learn. We get to
बिल्कुल.
understand
We
how
we
things
we
works around.
get to learn how to make boundaries and what kind of people like we have to work with.
Exactly.
So that is really important.
Exactly. Uh, so Nitesh bhai, your favorite prop is Dapo Star, as we all know.
Yeah.
Your least favorite
Yes.
prop?
I can't tell this in front of you. It's boy.
This is the question I'm going to ask each and everyone, whoever comes on my
I
podcast.
like
Come
it.
on.
Yeah. So
So
I am not good at poi. I don't enjoy poi that much for now. It feels too difficult for me because I am playing with both the hands. So I respect all the poi artists, like they are mad. They are playing with both the hands simultaneously. So it's really amazing. The next prop I'm learning is dragon. I'm enjoying
whoa,
dragon.
tell us
It
about
has
it.
it has same moves as poi, but more similar to rope dart. So it's fun to play with.
You're talking
Yeah,
about the
I'm
flow
on
dragon, right?
flow dragon. Yes.
Okay. Because a
I'm
lot of
also
people
thinking
doesn't
of
understand what is dragon. Oh, dragon, a new prop, huh? Oh, okay.
yes. It's relatively new here in India.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's mainly used in China for their festivals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question for Nitesh. Tell our viewers, how did flow arts change you as a person, and what would you like to share with everyone, like about flow arts?
Yeah. So I have always been inclined towards sports. I was a badminton player for many years. So I was always fascinated with physical activity. So when I discovered Dapo Star, uh, within few months, I was able to play with my left hand as well, my non-dominant side as well. That was really fascinating for me, and it really pushed me to play harder. Like I was able to do many things with my left hand, which I usually do not do before playing with the Dapo. So now I am able to control my left hand as good as my right hand. I'm able, whenever I play cricket or any other sport, like my left hand has that reflexes, that spontaneousness now with the increase in my practice of flow arts. So that has really inspired me to play more, to have fun more. And also nowadays we are mostly doing sitting jobs, playing with our mobile phones and gaming on laptops, doing corporate jobs on laptops. So the movement is very less, and these fun activities help you move in a fun way. Like everyone knows exercise is good for you, yoga is good for you, martial art is good for you, but they don't have the motivation to do it. It's boring. It's not made for everyone. But flow arts is the thing which everyone can do. Like it's fun. I see kids and adults and oldies, everyone get fascinated with if anyone is flowing. So that is really inspiring, that any age group, any gender, anyone can play with it. Anyone can incorporate this in their life, in their daily routine. They can have movement in a fun way. So that is really inspiring for me. Yeah.
And why do you think it's important to move? Someone would be thinking like, okay, I don't move much. I'm quite happy about it. Nothing has changed
Yeah.
about my life. And why do I need to spend hours and like train and meet people? Like, what
Yeah.
would you say to
So,
those?
so yeah, we as humans have always evolved to be a physical mover. We are the best movers. Like that's why we stand upright. You know. So earlier we were hunters and gatherers, and then farming came. We used to farm. So that's a lot of work in all day. So we were physical movers, but now in the modern world, we have become slaves to the corporate world, slaves to the pleasure. So we don't physically move. We get the instant pleasure from mobile phones, the instant dopamine release, but we don't get the slow dopamine release which comes from the physical activity. We don't get tired enough to, to enjoy the taste of food. We just hog on food, sit there, and eat KFC. So that will, like, if a person wants to do that, I can't say anything to him. Like, if he wants to do that, but his life won't be that, um, that उतनी उतनी
Active.
खुशी वाली लाइफ, हाँ, उतनी खुशी वाली लाइफ नहीं होगी, उतना मूव नहीं करेगा अगर वो इंस्टेंट डोपामिन आएगा और चला जाएगा, वो स्लो सेरोटोनिन ऑक्सीटोसिन वो रिलीज नहीं होगा बॉडी में, वो बनेगा ही नहीं. तो ऐसा मुझे लगता है. मेरा अपना लॉन्ग टर्म गोल ये है कि मैं खुद फार्मिंग में जाना चाहता हूँ, थोड़ी फिजिकल एक्टिविटी, जमीन से जुड़ना चाहता हूँ. तो उसके लिए आई स्टिल कीप ऑन वर्किंग ऑन माई फिटनेस. लाइक आई एम fit compared to many Indians in India, but still I am unfit for the real world, for the real farming world where I have to survive. So I still work on my fitness. I'm still incorporating more things. I'm learning yoga. I've done a yoga teacher training course. I'm learning martial arts. I want to learn more movement activities so that my flow gets better. So yeah.
How did Bhushan
What?
get to know about poi? Bhushan?
Okay, is it a question for me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I've been to my native in my childhood and just saw one of the person spinning fire. So I was there every summertime. May is the season when we used to go to my native, chill there, have some good time, play in the soil, all
Summer
that stuff.
vacation style.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Get connected to your roots. So there was this one wedding, and after that wedding, there is this big Bharat comes. So there is one Bharat which is like I am also a part of. So I just saw two guys like just landed, just crashed that party, started spinning fire, and I was like, "Whoa, damn son, I should do this once in a lifetime."
How old were you?
And that's the thing. I don't even remember how old I am. I just saw that once in for my lifetime, and I was like, "Dude, I should do this once in a lifetime." मतलब जिंदगी में एक
Now
बार
you
तो
are
करना
doing it
चाहिए.
full time.
The main purpose for you, as I understand, is to create mental health, to create fitness,
Yeah.
and flow arts to be a part of that fitness for everyone,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I just want to, hit people and uh, सिर्फ सही जनता के पास पहुंचना चाहिए. Like they don't have the awareness. Like 10 out of 2 people will pick up flow arts, but they don't know about it. So I just want them to know कि this thing exists. That's my main purpose.
right. I also believe strongly, and of course, I've felt it for myself. Like, um, flow arts improves your learning capacity. It improves your brain. It improves your dexterity. It improves a lot of other things which I probably don't know about. But to a great extent, I have seen a lot of people talking about how flow arts can help increase your learning capacity. Like it's becoming more and more easy for you to learn something new and to keep things in mind, to recollect memories. And basically, you are upgrading your brain by giving these kind of regular brain gyms to yourself through flow arts, right?
Yeah.
So, other than that, have you experienced any other advantages when it comes to flow? Like,
Uh, yes, I have seen my reflexes get better. Like I'm more spontaneous towards things now. I can avoid danger like 2 seconds earlier than I previously was able to do that. And other than that, um, I'm able to focus more. All my pent up energy, which is accumulated through sitting and conversating, doing things, doing codes. I get to release that through flow arts. I get to release all my pent up energy, which I have collected over weeks, over days. I can just throw out my anger to a prop and it won't hurt the prop, but my anger goes out, my pent up energy goes out. So it really helps me stay calm and a little bit more patient. And it has increased my decision making capacity as well, because my brain is not having so many things at one point. No,
so
most of the things come and go, come and go, come and go. And flow prop has helped me do that. Like even if I play with a staff now, it does the same thing. Yeah. And it does one more thing. It challenges my brain a little more because I'm learning something new. So it triggers my brain a little more. The dopamine release, the slow dopamine release is a little more. So I don't want my brain to get old. I want to learn. That's why I keep challenging myself. Because in this life, we are very living a very comfortable life, a very, easy life. So we don't have much challenges as our ancestors did. So I want to constantly keep challenging my brain. So that's why one day I'll start learning Poi as well.
All the best for that, buddy.
More power, Maiji.
and
I have the best
how
wishes.
about how about like social reactions from people? What kind of
Uh,
reactions do you get from people who don't know about flow arts and you introduce
yeah,
them yourself and you say, I'm a flow artist, I play Dapo
yeah.
Star. What kind of reactions do you usually get and what are the questions you get asked usually?
So I have got very mixed reactions. A few people are very fascinated by it. Ki, wow, you are doing this. And few people are like, really? You do this full time? You don't have any other job? They're like, you make enough? So that is that is the um, most reaction I get from people. Like, you do this full time. You don't have a regular job. Like, but for some people, they are really fascinated. Like, they are like, you are following your passion. We are really inspired by it. And we'll also start playing with it. And I've got some really bad reactions as well. Like I was spinning here in Shimla, like on a busy street, and a mother and her child was walking by, and her mother told her child, see Joker, there's a Joker playing. I laughed about it. What else I can do? So it's not their fault as well. They have always seen all this in circuses. They relate it with just fun. They don't want to try it. They just want to watch. So yeah, yeah.
And
But most of the people, when they try it for themselves, then the reaction changes. Then they are like, it's difficult. It's not that easy. How it looks. So yeah,
uh, recently, you hosted a lot of flow gatherings, one flow
yeah,
gathering,
yeah,
and one which was Himalayan Flow gathering,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
there was another one, but I'm sure I'm missing someone out.
yeah,
When
yeah.
you host such amazing events where you are kind of sharing the knowledge of flow arts giving the community a space where they can come together and learn from each other, meet each other, interact with each other. What have been the most beautiful things that you've seen come out of those events?
So, the biggest gathering I was able to pull off was the Himalayan Flow gathering this year in March. It was the best gathering I have ever done till now. And Bhushan Bhai is a big part of it. Me and Bhushan Bhai started this Himalayan Flow gathering together. This time we did it in Bede. So it was a great experience for me as a person. But as a businessman, it wasn't. Like I wasn't able to, recover my money which I put into it. So as a businessman, it wasn't that great, but still I was so satisfied seeing so many great flow artists flow together, exchange knowledge, and people enjoying the setup. And it was a very, pure setting. No drugs, no smoking, no drinking. So that really felt good. Like people are still enjoying. They don't need some substance to be happy. They are happy with the prop. They are enjoying the props. So that was really fascinating. And in that gathering, I was able to see that we have mini workshops everywhere. Ceci was taking a hula hoop workshop wherever other people were interested. Like if someone asked, teach me hula hoop, she pulled off all the hula hoops and she was like, try this, do this. So that was really, really fun to watch. Like people did everything with their heart in it. So yeah, that was a really good feeling.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a small get together for all the Indian
Yeah, for
flow
all the flow
artists.
artists. Definitely. We have so many talented flow artists in India. We can
Exactly.
pull this off anywhere.
Yes. Tell us about some of your few favorite flow artists.
Uh, One of my favorite flow artists is Ra Flows. I really enjoy his flow. Like he's makhan with everything everything he plays with. Like I idealize him. Like I want to be like him, multi prop artist. I like good at all the props. So it's really inspiring for me.
What would be
Who
the
else?
one question that you would like to ask Swaroop?
How do you get the motivation to keep doing this over the years?
What would you ask to the community, Indian flow community? Like if you have any question for them.
Yeah, I want to ask them that uh, why don't you come together and do events more oftenly? Like we want events more oftenly. I want people to work hand in hand more oftenly, but for some people, the goals are different for an event. Like their goal is to, pull off money through an event. But in the initial stages, that won't happen. I have experienced that. Like you won't be able to, get money out of these kind of events. These are relatively new. People still need to know about them for now. So yeah, I want the community to come together and you know do events on a community basis. Like
Rather than calling a Dapo star Dapo, they also call it like a flow chakra. Okay.
yeah,
So this is like the flow chakra is kind of overtaking the name also of the Dapo star. So that is the reach. So I just wanted to understand like how that graph went from year to year. It might also went down here also. But
yeah.
we just wanted to know your own experience about this Flow Chakra brand and everything about it. How you got it more legitimate and like what do you have in mind for the future plans?
Mhm.
Please let us know.
Yeah. Vijay, it still feels unreal to be, standing here and seeing Flow Chakra be a brand now. It's really amazing. I never thought of it this way. I was just posting videos for fun, for my own fun. है ना? And then when I started reselling Dapos, it was for my pocket money. So I never thought of it as a business. like I'll do this full time. But everything happened so magically and uh, in line. Everything, each step kept on happening. And I just had to sit there, work on myself, work on my skill. That's all. I never did any paid marketing or anything of that sort. Everything kept on happening on its own. I just, you know, gave my good energy to the world and the world gave it back. So that's how I feel about it. And my goal in the future is to make new props, make other props as well, learn other props first and then make them. Because other companies also make Dapo Star. I am famous because my tricks are different from them. The way I spin Dapo is different from them. So that's my understanding of any prop, of selling any prop. Key, you have to display it, you have to showcase it for people to understand and for people to, be fascinated about it. Yeah. I hope people get inspired to start pick up any prop. That is the thing I want from this interview. That this journey is difficult. Being a flow artist as a performer, it's difficult. But if you pick up a prop as a hobby, that's great. That's the perfect thing. You do a regular job, just pick up a prop, give it half an hour a day, and your life is sorted.
Yes.
Yeah. And I also have one question for you guys.
What's up?
Uh, why are you doing this podcast? Like, why
Why?
are you bringing all the people together and interviewing them?
Because we feel like India as a country is huge. There is a lot of distances and a lot of gaps, which is not really need to be like so, because we have internet, we have
Mm.
connections, we can travel to places, and we can
Yeah,
find a way to communicate in many different ways, right? So
yeah,
we know that there are people, I meet people and they're like, hey, you know what, this is what you're doing and that's crazy. And I was like, yeah, and this is what you're doing, that's crazy, right? So there's always this dialogue which
yeah.
happens once those distances are covered, like once there are no more
Mm.
gaps and that familiarity comes, and the relation, like, okay, you also like the same thing as me, and then more
Mm.
stories come out because that you find that you like the same thing, and those stories, I believe, are really special. And somehow I feel like flow arts is magical, like it gives you this magic
Yeah,
coming in
it
your
is.
life, which is so surreal that you cannot really put it in words, but it's definitely working magic for your body, for your brain, for the universe that you live in. And like the community that I've experienced, I personally would like to meet more people, right? I know for a fact in like a country of billion people, there must be at least 1,000 flow people, like, or like 1,000 boy spinners, right? And that's enough for me. I just want to know
Yeah.
those people and meet them and create opportunities where we could create flow schools and
Mm.
flow retreats and businesses related to flow crop sales, classes, coaching, all of that. Like, I feel me and a lot of other flow artists would have this in their mind that I'm a flow artist. Now, how do I see it being a part of my entire life? Because I fucking love it, right? How do I imagine myself getting old and still loving to have poi in my life, right? Because I don't want to be like, I don't want to be a part of the system which makes me feel like I'm a slave, and I want to be someone who is in control of my own life, and Flow Arts gives me that option. And there are a lot of other people who want the same for their life in a great, happy way, in a fun way, to have Flow Arts and like to make a career out of it, and to maybe not have a career, but to keep it as a hobby or whatever. There are 18-year-olds who love flow. There are 2-year-olds who love flow. There are 20-year-olds. There is so much unspoken stories that I feel would make a great change if that was to share
Yeah.
with everyone. And
Wow.
I want to know if I can speak to 100 flow artists in a year and share all of their ideas and feelings and thoughts and see what comes out of it. Definitely
Wow.
spreading the knowledge of flow arts to everyone, that everyone should know flow. And this is one of the ways that they could find out about it, by listening to people who are already in it, right?
Right.
And there's so many reasons. Like I lost my cat on in March this year. It was the biggest support system of my life, and after I lose my cat and I'm living alone in Goa, I was very confused. I don't know what to do with my life. And then I was strongly believing that this idea of meeting other flow artists and talking to other flow artists need to happen right now, because that's what I need. I need a community. I need people who do the same thing as me. I want people with the same dreams as myself so we can move together. Because I know there's so
Yeah.
much I can do by myself, but there's so much more I could do with everyone together.
Yeah.
So I
Definitely.
love that concept that flow arts community can be a family, and a family for life, because we love it. You know,
For sure.
I've never seen anyone in my family take up this career, so I don't know how it would turn out to be for me. But actively, I can try to make friends in flow arts, and like
Yeah.
see what we can do together, see if we can make a difference, and see if we can recruit more people in flow arts gang.
Yeah. And make our gang bigger. Very beautiful thought. I'm really happy you are doing this. And it feels like very special to be a part of it. Like I have never been interviewed and I never thought I'll be interviewed for being a flow artist. Like it's not a big achievement in most of the people's eyes, but
It
for
is.
you it is and it feels like important, special to be a part of it. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Nitesh. Thank you so much for being a part of today's interview. I deeply appreciate your time. And Bhushan, thank you
It was
also.
my pleasure. We were pushing it for so long. So finally it happened. I'm really happy about it.
Yes.
Yo, yo. Yeah,
Woohoo!
finally we did it.
Wow, wow, wow.